We aspire, we rise, and we repeat. There's this place in the Bible I love so much, and God is talking about timing. You see, timing is so important in every aspect because our timing and God's timing is not the same. There are times in life that I would love to do something, but it's not the right time. And whenever I do something at that time that is not God's time, it does not work because it's not God's time. God's time and our time is always in parallel. And there's nothing wrong in that. When you get to understand how God works, it's better for you because you get to appreciate His work. And God talks to us every time, but you need to understand how to listen to Him. Listening is a very important point. That's why it's much better for you to listen to God than talking to Him all the time. You can talk to God, but you have to spend more time listening to Him when He talks to you, because He's talking to you consistently, but you need to learn how to listen. When God told Moses, take that same stick that you used to kill the Egyptian, this is the time. And Moses said, I tried it before. But the time that he tried it before, it was not God's time. So God came to him and said, go now, this is the time, you should do it. And it was the time. That's why he was able to go and perform a lot of miracles, and because God was with him. So you need to know that when you do something and it doesn't work out, doesn't mean that God is not with you. God is just protecting you. He's just protecting you because whatever you're trying to do, He might like it, but it's not the time yet. So don't always be resentful that if you do something, it does not work out, you are a failure. You are not. You are a work in progress. Always consider yourself, you will always be a work in progress. You are a student to God. You will always be a student. When it comes to God, you are a student. You will never be the teacher because you always learn. God is infinite. There is so much information. You don't know the world. You cannot be in Cameroon, you cannot be in South Africa, you cannot be in Germany, you cannot be in Norway, you cannot be in Sweden at the same time. That's why you are limited. You are not omnipresent. You are not omnipotent. You are just a human being. God is infinite. God is eternal. God can be everywhere at the same time. That's why your brain is limited to what God can do for you. Always rely more on God's timing in your life. When God said, I will make the time perfect, believe that. Believe that. Aspire, rise, and repeat.